Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Garrison For Guitar. I've always wanted to keep a balance between intermediate and advanced videos and basic videos. So this is going to be a very basic video, probably the most basic one I've ever made. I'm going to talk to you about parts of the guitar and their function, right? So first we're going to be looking at an acoustic guitar, and I would have put up an image for you on my left, which is why I'm sitting slightly to the side. But anyway, let's start off with the acoustic guitar. First of all, I want to talk about the bottom part of the guitar, or that hourglass shape that everybody knows, and that is the body of the guitar, and why it's shaped the way that it is, and why it's kind of wide and fat, especially in acoustic guitars, is because the hole in the body is where the sound comes out of. So it needs to have enough space in there to bounce off the wood and echo inside whenever you hit a string. And that's how you create sound with the guitar. So that's the body of the guitar. On the body of the guitar, all right, the first horizontal piece of wood you have from the bottom, all right, that's called the bridge of the guitar. The bridge of the guitar's function is to support or anchor the strings down at one point at the bottommost part of the guitar, and so that the strings have a point to stretch from the top of the guitar to the bottom of the guitar, and that's what the bridge does. There are different types of bridges in electric guitars and stuff. You have a Floyd Rose bridge, to which you can attach a little metal rod, which is called a tremolo stick or a whammy bar, more popularly. So I would have shown you a small image of that really quick. Next, you have the neck of the guitar. So the neck of the guitar is it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the part that joins the tippy top of the guitar to the body of the guitar, and this is probably one of the most important parts of the guitar, because it's where you place your hand to actually play out notes on the guitar. So the fretboard is the flat part of the neck in front of the guitar, which upon which you place your fingers. The fretboard comes in different types. You could have a rosewood fretboard, you could have an ebony fretboard, you could have a maple fretboard. You can have different types of woods that create the fretboard, and for different sounds and different feels on the guitar. So what's important to note when you buy a guitar about the fretboard is you always want to check if it's slightly, curved or bent. Um, and why that is because when you change seasons, everything contracts and expands in hot weather and cold weather respectively. So you don't want to get a guitar that's too warped, because what happens is if you take it to a country with hot climate, it's going to expand and change its shape, um, you know more if it's already warped right from the beginning. Another good tip to give you if you are planning to get a guitar and you want to know more about it is, necks are less likely to warp if a guitar has a truss rod. A truss rod is basically a metal or sometimes even a hardwood rod that's basically within the round part of the neck, and it goes into the body of the guitar. So it's like a spine, you could call it, that keeps the neck from warping and expanding too much. um, then we come to the top of the guitar. So on a guitar where the strings come and wrap around this little sort of anchor, that's basically there to, just as the bridge anchors the strings at one end of the guitar, that anchors the strings at the other end of the guitar. The pegs with which you twist, those are called the tuning pegs, and those are used to get your strings to the right frequency. And that's basically the top part of the guitar. It's really important to understand the different types of heads of the guitar, top parts of it. You can have heads where all the tuning pegs are on the same side. Fender guitars, I'm going to put up an image on my left. Fender guitars are very popular for that, and there are a lot of different types of necks. Classical guitars have, different types of heads. Classical guitars have a head like this, acoustic guitars have a head like that, and even some electric guitars have a similar head to classical and um, acoustic guitars. So that's that. Lastly, there is the strings on the guitar and frets on the neck. So frets are the little metal lines that you have on the neck of the guitar, and what they do is they denote actual notes, so that a guitarist knows exactly where which pitch is, and he can choose to play what he wants. And the little white dots or white rectangles or what white triangles you have on the third fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, ninth fret, 12th fret, and so on most guitars, those are inlays or ivory inlays, which is also to guide the guitarist and just sort of give them a reference point as to where they are on the neck and where they need to go. Because sometimes when you're making fast changes from the starting of the neck and you come all the way down to the front, you want to know exactly where which note is. So having those ivory inlays really help. And there are black inlays on the side of the neck. So if you have a guitar here, the part that's on top of the neck this way, there will be black dots there as well on the side of the neck, and they serve the same purpose. So that's it for my beginner lesson. If you want a more in-depth lesson on electric guitars, their parts and their functions, please do comment below and let me know.